Can you believe it's September already? I cannot. It's crazy. So as I'm waiting to see if I come up live, if you're watching, please let me know that you can hear me, you can see me okay, all those good things. Oh, hi Marion. Lovely day after the fierce wind. Yeah, we've had here in Central Victoria, we had actually probably way more than 2 days of really, really windy, terrible weather. Then we got up this morning and it was super foggy. So it was just crazy, crazy weather. I know we really haven't hit our major major windy weather. It's usually September, October, around there. So there's more to come. Hi Glenda, how are you? So before we get into it, my name's Tracy Bish. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and I go live every Tuesday, just about. I do have to apologise for last week. I'd had a little operation a few days before last Tuesday, and I didn't plan on going live, but I forgot to let you guys know. So I do apologise for that, but I'm here today, so that's okay. Welcome everyone. Hi Sue. Awesome. So hopefully everyone's well. Have you been doing anything exciting over the last couple of weeks since we last got together? Or, have you got anything interesting to share with us? I will say I've got lots and lots of announcements for today, and we also have an amazing card that's the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial for this month in September. It's also because we've started a new month, I have a new host code with new specials or customer gifts as well. So we will get into those as we go. I'm just trying to think. Haven't really been doing too much. We had Father's Day last Sunday, which was just a few days ago actually, really, wasn't it? Which was lovely. I had my daughter and her boyfriend come home. Our son and his girlfriend also come home on Sunday. But we did go into town, into Bendigo on Saturday afternoon, and we had tea out with the kids as well. So it was an amazing time to, be able to spend a little bit of time together and just relax and have a little bit of fun. So that was really, really great. We probably don't get to see our daughter quite as much as we would like, but, when kids live a little bit further away, it makes it a little bit hard, but it was so nice just to sit back and relax. And it's funny because last time we went to her place, we went op shopping, and I come across an old, in the book section, Bryce Courtney's Jessica. And I said, you've got to get this, you've got to get this, you've got to read it. And she did, and she loved it. And I remember reading it quite a few years ago, actually, probably when she was, I don't know whether it was before she was born or when she was really little. I think it was before she was born. And I remember watching the movie when it came out as well. Well, since she's watched it, I actually was able to purchase through eBay the Jessica movie. And while she was here on the weekend, we actually sat down and watched that as well. So that was really, really great. So if you guys have not read Jessica by Bryce Courtney, highly recommend it. He's passed now, but he's a very, very good author, and there's actually quite a few good books that he's done, but Jessica is by far my favourite. Oh, there you go. Glenda has all the Bryce Courtney books. Yes. Fantastic author. And it was funny because she started reading it when we were at her place, and she said, oh my goodness, it's, I can't put it down. And I remember that was the same with me when I was reading it as well. It really drew you completely in. So yeah. And if you haven't seen the movie, see that as well, because that's actually a really good movie as well. All right. So welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. Like I said, I do have tons of announcements for today. We are 1 day away from so many good things happening. The new catalogue starts. We have a new scrapbooking brochure that will be available for tomorrow. You'll be able to purchase from it. And, with a new catalogue, lots and lots of goodies for holiday season. I've also have my paper share is closing on the 5th. And my Creativity in the Mail is closing in just a few days as well on the 10th. So lots to get into. I think we'll get into it and then we will share or we'll craft the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. Now this month we're focusing on fall/Halloween, and I've got an amazing card. It's so cute, and I was super excited to be able to do a Halloween card. Actually, you're going to see a lot of Halloween cards this month because both the bundle potions and spells, I think it is amazing, and the Playful Ghosts is also, that stamp set is a really great one as well. So I've got quite a few projects in the that you'll see this month using those bundles. Okay, so before we get started, I want to go through a couple of videos that are here on YouTube. The monochromatic Instagram hop, I did miss sharing with you last week the cherry cobbler cards. That's this one here. This is the Wanted to Say dies, and I've used the dies to also create a masked background using the same cherry cobbler but a lighter version, and then using my blending brush to create different tones of that cherry cobbler. So I thought this turned out really well. What a great birthday card, and so simple. I also used, besides the Wanted to Say dies, the stylish shaped in the stitch circles as well. So I thought that one turned out really, really well. Hi Deborah, how are you? Marion says she's finished all Halloween cards already, all ready to post. Awesome. And Sue's voice is slowly returning after Saturday night. What happened Saturday night, Sue? What did I miss? Did I miss something? All right. And this week's monochromatic Instagram hop featured basic grey. Let me show you the card that I created. Look at this. Is this not so fun? This is the Changing Leaves bundle, and I used the embossing folder, embossed with the basic grey, and then I actually used these metallic enamel effects basics in the silver with a spatula. So just took a spatula and ran it along that gorgeous embossing. Does that not look so striking and fun? A great way of using that enamel effects as well. So, and there is a video here on YouTube for both those cards. So if you want to see how they're created and a little bit more detail, go over and check that out. So those are both here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, Sue went to a friend's 60th birthday party in Swan Hill, had a great time singing away and lost your voice. Well, that's nice that you had a nice time away. That's awesome, Sue. And Deborah's had a month away. Oh. I'm really starting to think about my next trip and start planning. We just need someone to work the shop. That's the only problem we have. Anyway, we will continue trying to find someone. Okay, so that was the monochromatic Instagram hop. Let me tell you a little bit about the paper share. So the mini catalogue, which goes live tomorrow. So if you haven't got a copy and you would like a copy, let me know and I'll happily send it out to you. But this goes live tomorrow. You can purchase from this gorgeous catalogue as of tomorrow. And I have a paper share. So the designer series paper in this catalogue, I have a sampling of the DSPs. So you can purchase that at a discount because you're only getting a quarter of each pack. And I'll cut them down, pop them in plastic sleeves and send them out to you. So it's $55. The registration closes on the 5th, so that's just a couple of days away. Head over to my blog if you would like more information. I will endeavour to remember at the end. Actually, no, I don't think I can put that down. Just go head over to my blog. There's all the information over there and you can register for that as well. So it's a great way of getting a good sampling of the DSP without having to buy every single pack. So it's an amazing way of getting some beautiful holiday crafting paper. All right, and Creativity in the Mail, which is a subscription-based card class. you make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs, and I've got them with you here. My first one is actually closes on the 10th of this month, so if you get in before the 10th, you will sign up for this month's class. If you sign up from the 11th onwards, you're actually signing up for October's class. So there is lots and lots of information on both my blog, and there's a registration there as well. I've also got videos here on YouTube if you would like to see a little bit more with those. But let me show you the cards that is this month's class, Creativity in the Mail. It's using the Golden Greenery Suite. This is gorgeous. Oh. And inside. So you'll receive all 8 card kits. This is another one. You also receive a quarter of the DSP, a quarter of the vellum. There is half a bolt of the Very Vanilla ribbon. And then you also receive the cherry cobbler and pearl, I think they are, berries. So these embellishments here. And you won't use them all, you'll have lots left over at the end of the class that you can continue creating with. But yeah, 8 cards, 4 different designs, you're making 2 of each card. And there'll be videos, a PDF, and this is very hard for me to do upside down, but that's a bit of a fun fold, so something a little bit different as well. So there we go. It's a product-based class with all the full instructions, videos. All your kits are cut for you, but you will need that bundle, and all the information is over on my blog, so go and check that out. It's a great card class, and I've already started working on the following next month's as well. So yeah, if you're interested, if you have any questions, just reach out to me as well. That would be fine. All right. Okay. So like I said, the mini catalogue goes live tomorrow. Lots and lots of really great, good stuff inside. I can't show you inside till tomorrow, but I may do a catalogue walkthrough tomorrow if I get a chance. Don't quote me on that. We'll see how we go, but I'm super excited to share what's inside with you. But you can order as of tomorrow, so that's super exciting. And also super exciting for tomorrow is there is a new scrapbooking brochure, and I haven't linked it yet in that video, but I'll do that after I get off. You can actually download this brochure and have a look inside. So because Stampin' Up purchased close to my heart, and they used to do scrapbooking workshops or kits, Stampin' Up are now doing that. So this is really great. I will say I will be purchasing at least one of these kits tomorrow because I have been wanting to get back into scrapbooking so badly, and this is going to be a really easy way of doing that. I think this is going to help so much. And I actually really want the Halloween kit because I've got Halloween photos from when we were in the US a couple of years ago. Lots of Halloween photos that I want to scrapbook. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to be doing my travel albums. So you can, once we get off here live, give me about half an hour and I will link that in the description of the video if you would like to check out that scrapbooking brochure. This is also available tomorrow, so you can purchase that as well. All right. New host code for September, so anyone who purchases within my online store using the host code this month, again, like all months, we have free gifts for my customers. Anyone who purchases will receive the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle for September, which focuses on fall and Halloween, and we're going to be creating my card from this tutorial. There's 12 projects in all. Full color photos, all your measurements, all your instructions, and what else is there? Supplies. Supplies is what I was looking for. And what I really like about this month's tutorial, where we usually focus on just one suite, this one actually is using not 4 suites, but 4 different products. So we've got the Potions and Spells. Is that what it's called? Yes, Potions and Spells bundle. The Playful Ghosts bundle. Now we're using the Playful Ghosts tonight for my card, but you'll see both these bundles or both these products really soon. I'll be creating with them. And then some people have chosen the Scenic Pumpkin Patch and then the Changing Leaves bundle. So lots and lots of really great products and projects created with these 4 products in. Now some are online exclusives, and actually I think all 4 are online exclusives, so available right now. All right, so you'll receive this free just for shopping with me this month. If you live outside of Australia, or maybe you're already ordering through another demonstrator, you can actually purchase this bundle, and there is a link to that purchasing link in the description of this video that you can purchase right now. It's an instant download, so you'll get it straight away. And if you want to join my team actually get both the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle as well as the monthly tutorial bundle absolutely free. So besides your discount as well as everything else, grabbing the bundle tutorials for free is also a lot of fun. So that is available. All right, let me share with you the card that we're going to create, and then I'm going to pop the camera down and we'll get creating. So this is it here. We're using Pretty in Pink. We've also got basic white, and we're going to colour with some stamping blends. So cute. I love this card. Let's pop the camera down and we'll get started. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people don't do Halloween, and although I don't celebrate Halloween, I love Halloween projects. I love creating cards and sending them to my overseas friends, and so I really do love this suite. Okay, so new host code. If you're interested, let me share with you the products that we're using on today's card. So we have the Playful Ghosts. This is a stamp set only, cling. So we have the red rubber stamps, and there's actually 9 stamps in all. So we've got pumpkins and a ghost, or a couple of ghosts, a witch ghost, I would say, a Dracula. We've got some clouds, some bats, and then some great sentiments here. Happy Halloween, boo, and trick and treat. I'm using inks, Pretty in Pink and Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We have the Pretty in Pink bordered ribbon. This ribbon is absolutely beautiful, really nice and soft, and has some great texture as well. Wanted to incorporate that. Our stamping blends in Pumpkin Pie and Pretty in Pink. And we have our cardstock here. So I've got Pretty in Pink card base that has been folded, and let's burnish that well. We also have a piece of Pretty in Pink for the front of the card that we're going to cut down. We have basic white thick for the front of our card. We have, actually I didn't add this into the tutorial, but we're going to pop an inside piece in. And then we've got some basic white for our stamping. Now the one thing I don't have out yet is my blending brush, because we want to add a little bit of ink to the background. So let me grab out my blending brush really quickly, and hopefully that will work well. Okay, to get started, what we want to do is we want to actually take our Pretty in Pink card. This is like that card front. And we're going to cut this down into 3 strips, and they're going to be at 1 1/4 inch strips, and this is enough to get 3 of those. 3 even strips, so that's perfect. Move those to the side. And then what we want to do first is I want to stamp in my I think I just stuttered then, in my memento. Because we're going to colour in our images, I want to make sure that they're nice and dry before before we start colouring. So I've got my memento. I do need my stamps out because I haven't done that yet. So we've got the pumpkin and the ghost. We also want these little pumpkins. How cute are they? Very nice. And we need the sentiment boo and a little ghost, our bats as well. So I probably could have popped them on the blocks a little bit earlier, but it'll be fine. It doesn't take up too much time. Okay, so we do need 2 pumpkins as well as that pumpkin ghost. So we're just using memento. That's the ink that you use when you're colouring with your stamping blends. Oh, thanks, Marion. They are cute. And then I'm going to colour, stamp 2 of these pumpkins as well. And I think I need to re-ink my memento. It's a little bit light, but that'll be fine. Okay, let's move this to the side. That's going to dry just for a few minutes while we get moving with our 3 pieces of Pretty in Pink. And we're going to stamp 2 with our little bat stamps and then 1 with the boo sentiment. So, bat and boo and Pretty in Pink. So I'm actually going to get rid of one of these. We're going to do the 2 bat images first, and we're just going to randomly stamp on these strips down the strip. So we don't want them to be too uniformed. I want them to be a bit mix matched. It's just a little bit of background stamping. And what I like about this seems really dark, but it's actually going to lighten as it dries. So stamping off the edge. There we have that one. Let's bring in our second piece. So Marion's created some Halloween cards. What about everyone else? Has anyone done any? Or not doing any this year, or you never do any? I will admit I don't decorate my home. I don't, I live in a very rural area. We certainly don't do anything Halloween related. But even our biggest town close by really doesn't do a lot either. I think, up in Queensland, they do a lot more. So we have 2 strips with our bats. Let's bring in our 3rd strip, and I'm going to use the sentiment boo. And we're just going to, again, randomly stamp on and off. And you'll be able to see that the word boo's there, but it's also just sort of a little bit random there as well. I like doing this. I think it's a great way of using your stamps and ties everything in really well. But it sort of adds good sentiment, like good use of your sentiment stamps as well in the background. Okay, now we have that one. So that's those ones. I'm also going to take my inside version and I'm going to stamp the pumpkins down the bottom. I'm going to bring my memento back in. Now, I haven't done that on the card or in the tutorial, so you can please yourself if you get the tutorial. But I want to add maybe a couple of little pumpkins down here. Maybe I'll just do one. That's cute. And we might add the boo on the inside with the pretty in pink as well. Like so. Actually, let's stamp it a couple of times. That's cool. I like that. Sue says, doesn't do Halloween. Deborah doesn't, and Glenda doesn't. No, a lot of people don't, and that's okay. I think, yeah, like I said, I don't do any of the celebrations, but I do enjoy creating. So this is our main piece at the front here. What I want to do is I want to bring in my pretty in pink ink pad and the blending brush, and I just want to add a little bit of color to that centerpiece. And I'm going to be very, very light and just blend in that color. It's just for the background behind the pumpkins. Let's see, let's add a little tiny bit more. Again, nice and light. I don't want to get nice big streaks or anything like that. I think that looks really good. While we have our pretty in pink out, let's bring in the boo. And we're also going to need our little bats. Now that has the pretty in pink on it, so I do need to clean it really quickly before using it with Memento. So I've just got my Stampin' Scrubber here. I used my Stampin' Mist, which is a cleaner and conditioner. Highly recommend getting that. Let me show it to you, because it will increase the life of your stamps, because it does condition, keeps them nice and supple without having them crack out. All right, I'm gonna actually, what will we do first? I think we might bring in our little objects before we stamp them. That way we can get a really good position. So we can color first. So let's bring in our stamping blends. And honestly, we're pretty much using pumpkin pie. The only thing we're using the pretty in pink is for his little cheeks here. So let's do the cheeks first. I'm going to use the light. And you could get away with not even doing this at all. So I'm just going to give him little pink cheeks. I'm going to leave the ghost white. I'm not going to go in with grey or anything like that. We're going to keep it really plain and easy. So I'm using my light pumpkin pie, and I'm going to colour in underneath the pumpkin top and that stalk area. And then for the bottom of the pumpkin, I'm actually just going to colour his eyes. And mouth. And then for the little pumpkins, we're just doing the stalks. And actually, I lied to you guys. Let's bring in that light, and we're actually going to colour in the stalks in the pretty in pink. There we go. And like I said, we're leaving this pretty simple. The dark, I'm just going to colour in the rest of the pumpkins. Now, I could certainly use the blending of the two, the combo, and add the two colours in. So maybe colour it with the light, and then add the shading with the dark, and then blend the two in with the light again. I'm keeping it really simple by colouring the whole thing in the dark. So I'm just going around the edges. And then we'll colour in. They're very, very, very basic. One day I'm going to spend a little bit more time colouring and working on the technique, because I think it's a technique that definitely is a learnable technique, but you've got to have the time as well. I do watch some videos with people that shade both with the stamping blends and with Copic markers and similar, and oh, the stuff they can do is so amazing. But I think I've told you many times, I'm a bit of a lazy crafter. I'm always in a bit of a hurry, so I tend to take, you know, the easier way out, and by colouring it like this is certainly the easier way out. It is very easy to colour with both the light and dark as well, but it does take that little bit longer, and you know, I'm trying to keep your time to a minimum as much as I can, because I know everyone's got, you know, dogs to feed and people to feed and jobs to do. So we'll do it really easy. Almost finished. So these this Playful Ghost set is available in the online exclusives section in the online store. So it's not in any catalogues, but there's quite a few different products in there, which I highly recommend going and having a look. But like I said, you can't find them in a catalogue. So if you're looking in the catalogue, you're not going to be able to see them. Okay, with this Playful Ghost set, stamp set, there is no dies. So that means we're going to quickly fussy cut as well. And this is also another reason why I decided not to do, you know, too fancy of, well, not fancy at all really, is it, colouring, just because I knew that I would have to fussy cut. I probably could have done, you know, I did this before, you know, and bring one out that's already fussy cut from, but you know, it honestly doesn't take too long either to do some quick fussy cutting. And I say that, my finger just went into a bit of a spasm. So I'm just leaving a little bit of a border all the way around. Now if you have any questions, pop it in the comments section. I will check that in just a second. But leaving a nice little white border all the way around, like as though it was cut with a die. Like so. There's one. Let's do our other two. I don't know where everyone is, but is anyone else having trouble with hay fever right now? We've got all our wattles and canola. We live in a farming area, so all the canola's out, and it's playing havoc with hay fever right now. I have sneezed so many times today, and I've taken a pill and everything, but I can just feel I'm all congested. Just that time of year, and it's been so windy that I know a lot of people who don't even have hay fever normally have had a lot of trouble. So the wind plays a lot of havoc with hay fever. We're almost there. This is the second of the two pumpkins. Probably not my best fussy cutting, but when you're rushing. All right. So let's bring in that basic white piece. I need to just work out my placement of our little images there. So, like so. we're going to stamp with the Memento the little bats. So I'm going to stamp that around. It wouldn't be a Halloween stamp without the bats, would it? Lovely. And then we're going to add the boo sentiment with the pretty in pink as well. Marion says she doesn't do Halloween, but sends cards to the little ones that do trick or treating, which is a lovely, lovely thought. She said the fields look so pretty all in yellow. Yes, they do look pretty, and they haven't started to stink yet. So if you live around canola, you'll know that canola has a really gross smell when it gets to a certain point. It's really, really yuck. Thankfully, we live in town. There's canola outside of town, but we don't smell it at home. But when you go to town, to the next big town, I should say, yeah, you really smell it. So I'm going to actually apply my ribbon here, and I'm going to show you a tip of being able to conserve some of your ribbon so you're not using too much. So we're going to do a faux bow, and I sort of want to work out that I want my bow here, so I need it to go around the side of the card. So around here I'm going to tie a double knot, which is going to give me my bow. So there's 1 and 2, and let's pull it tight. And then I'm going to just pull it off the pencil, and then turn, and then this little loop that's here, we're just going to cut an angle like so, and that gives us our little bow. Look at that, it's so cool. And I've got enough on the edge, I can cut off another little bit off the edge, and look, that uses very little ribbon. A really great way of conserving your ribbon as well. Okay. So I can add that in just a second. Let's add some dimensionals to our larger piece. Yeah, Marion, you know how bad they smell. All right, so I'm going to add, let's add 4 dimensionals to this. And this is going to be popped up, but we're just going to adhere our pumpkins down with some liquid glue. The thing about canola too is they can't grow canola 2 years in a row in the same paddock. So every 2 years we have canola everywhere. But yeah, canola is one of those crops that, oh, they look so beautiful. How bright and what's the word? It's almost like, I'll think of the word in just a second. I've just popped that up with dimensionals, and then we're going to add the ribbon down to the back with some tear and tape. Fluoro, that's the word I was thinking of. So I knew I had to stop thinking for a second, and it had come to me. So I'm just adding 2 strips of tear and tape to the sides there. That's going to secure my ribbon to the back. So just folding it over into that ribbon, and then on the other side, oh, let's take that backing off first. Iridescent. I think fluorescent is probably the better word, Marion. It stands out from miles how bright it is. It looks so good. All right, so we can start adding all our pieces together. Let's bring in our card base, which is that Pretty in Pink. I'm going to adhere down our little Pretty in Pink strips just with some liquid glue. Like so. I'm going to do the two edges first. And then our middle bit. Deborah said many years ago, canola was known as rapeseed. I have heard that before, Deborah. I didn't know that that's what it was used to be called. That's so interesting. But I have heard rapeseed before. Interesting. All right, so we have our 3 layers down. Doesn't that look really great with our sentiments and stamping in the background? We're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. Okay. Now there's no embellishments on this card whatsoever. You could certainly add some if you would like. I left it pretty plain using just the ribbon. And let's add our centerpiece. Into the inside. Now I could colour these pumpkins in. I think I'm going to leave them black memento. I think that looks really nice. And that's the card. Does that not look so pretty? I love, you know, the coloured background with our blending brushes, stamping in the background. Very, very simple card using this beautiful Playful Ghosts stamp set. Available in the online store in the online exclusives section. My nose is starting to run again. Sorry, guys. There we have it. Yeah, so that is the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial for this month, using the fall and Halloween as our guidelines for the month. So lots of really great cards there. Let me show you up close. And there's a great mixture between Halloween and fall, and a really great mixture between all the sets. So there's four sets in all. And you can get this whole tutorial bundle absolutely free by shopping with me this month. Any size order will get you that bundle tutorial. I also have the September monthly tutorial bundle that you can get on top of this bundle. If you spend $65, if you spend $100, you'll receive both bundle tutorials as well as the card kit, which I'll be showing you later in the month. So there we have it. Don't forget, tomorrow is the starting day for the mini catalogue. There is also, let me grab it, it's just here. If you're a scrapbooker, the scrapbooking brochure is live tomorrow, so you can purchase from that as well. And I have both my Creativity in the Mail class closing on the 10th. My paper share closes on the 5th of this month, so all that can be found over my blog. All right, so let me check the comments. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me tonight. I'll be back next Tuesday with another card. So hopefully you can come back and join me then. Thank you, Glenda. All right, everyone, enjoy your night, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.